Alright, so now it's time to do our very first interview. I think I'd like to welcome him. Stuart Pop, everyone!
Stuart Pop.
Yeah. Come on in, come on in. Oh, beautiful. One of Franz's works in progress. Alright.
Now it smells like popcorn.
It does. Do you want a drink from our minibar?
I would, in fact.
Okay, what would you like?
Not gin.
Can you go get the Coke, please? Thank you. Now that Franz is gone, the true reason why I wanted to invite Stu on the show.
I have been writing for a sketch group.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm actually the head writer.
Ooh!
And creator of the sketch group.
What is the name of this sketch group?
We're huge in Japan.
Are you really?
I wish. One of our members is half Asian, which allows us to make Asian jokes.
What's your first episode about?
Our first episode is about ourselves, and it's a look back at the life and times of huge in Japan.
How would you prefer dying? Eaten by a grizzly or eaten by a shark?
Shark. I think that's more badass, especially if it bit you in half.
Touche. I think it'd be pretty badass to have a giant bear who's just always like...
You can't really cuddle a shark.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true. But you can put lasers on his head.
You know, I heard you speak German the other day. It was pretty scary. Like, it was pretty, like, fast and
I'm pretty
scary.
sure anyone speaking German, it's not a friendly language. My favorite example is butterfly.
Oh yes!
In English, butterfly is butterfly, right? In French, papillon.
Papillon.
In German,
Schmetterling! Hello and welcome in the kitchen with Julia.
Hey!
Hey!
What are we doing here?
We're making apple pie!
Julia, I thought we were...
You want to start with butter. The important part about this is it needs to be chilled.
Really? I thought you were supposed to mix the wet ingredients before.
Some sugar, white sugar, baking powder, and salt.
So how about John's big promotion?
Yes! I'm very excited about John's new promotion.
Yeah. Him and his wife are moving over to Kerrisdale. I like my life.
Me too. You know what else I like?
That
baking
Porsche
pie.
you just got?
Now, the only two wet ingredients you're going to want for your pie dough is 1 egg, 3 tablespoons of milk, 1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry, I just love how you just calculated 3 tablespoons of milk with pouring time.
It's a rule of time. 1, 2, 3.
What angle do you have to pour that at?
Straight on. You know, I really wish that you could get promoted like John. You know, would really help us out financially.
When I told you to stop using the visa.
Look at that nice dough hands. I actually might need your help.
Oh, I don't do that.
Well, that's nice. That actually feels really good. More force. Oh yeah, that's great.
You know, this isn't really doing anything. So I heard Mary Johnson got arrested for marijuana.
You know, it's not polite to discuss our friends.
I distinctly remember you calling her a blatant bitch.
That was the Christmas party, and those don't really count. So, you want to chill this dough for 30 minutes. Thank you, Franz. So, the next step in making our delicious autumn pie is, of course, the filling.
So today we're going to be using Fuji apples, which, you know, are the most expensive apples on the market today, so, you know, take that, John.
You're going to want to simmer the apples in 2 cups of water with 2 cinnamon sticks, 2 tablespoons of orange zest, half a tablespoon of nutmeg, and if you would like, cloves. I don't like cloves, so I don't include them in my recipe.
What are cloves? You know, I mean there's cloves of garlic, you know, other cloves. What is a clove? I didn't realize that was a noun.
Anyways, so as you can see, I have strained my apples. I'm actually gonna let these beautifully flavored apples cool outside for 20 minutes until they're about room temperature. Let's hope the neighborhood raccoons don't eat them. So, the third step to our delicious autumn pie is rolling out the pastry dough. Franz, why don't you check out our apples outside to see if they're room temperature yet?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. So I'm rolling my dough out for about 1/4 of an inch thick.
It's like 1/8 of an inch thick.
You're a liar. So here are my apples cooled down to room temperature. I'm just gonna pour it into my wonderful...
I think we should put some brown sugar on that. What are we doing here now?
Well, we are now cutting strips of the leftover dough to place over the pie as so.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Thank you.
Fuck.
You know, all I do is provide for you. I bake, I cook, I clean, I bear you children to continue your spawn to invade the earth, and nothing. Nothing thanks. Nothing at all. We live in a shitty house. I drive a Volvo, for fuck's sakes. Really? Really? This is a shitty marriage.
So what I'm gonna do for all you people at home is I'm going to whisk an egg with a fork.
Oh, this wine has flour in it. So now that my oven has been preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm going to stick it into the oven for 55 to almost an hour. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful apple pie. Thank you for joining me on this week's edition of In the Kitchen. I don't even give a shit anymore. Except for this pie. This pie is going to be really great.
Okay, so from us here at Studio 4 on 8th Avenue,
We bid you farewell for this month's episode, but stay tuned for next month because we will have our very special Christmas episode.
Jingle bells, jingle.
Stay cool, Vancouver.
And learn how to pace yourself when you drink, like Franz and I. Franz and Julia, Julia and Franz, Julia and Franz, this is our show. I think the show needs more grizzly.
Yeah, definitely.